marketing and how it works. The ads around us are pretty amazing, but how does it work? It must be complicated. The secret is the ads can only work as long as you see value. These shoes will make you run faster. This burger won't kill you. Some NVIDIA graphics card will help you game better. All of our products help you. This little pill will help your penis get hard. This bar of Dr. Squatch will make you smell nice. And if you buy this Tesla, all your neighbors will think you care about the planet. And isn't that neat? That's how marketing works. That's how marketing works. If you're Canadian, your ads are just worse. That's how it works. Hey chat, look who stopped by to say hello. The ghost. Hey, where you been, ghost? I've been where I always am when I'm not grinding for crowns. In a Sigma male, trillionaire, rise and grind mindset. Never rest, always grind. Similar to every single person in chat right now. Wow, ghost, we're talking about marketing and how it works. Boy, that sounds interesting. Do you have anything you'd want to teach us about marketing? I have some pretty strong opinions on certain companies. Oh, is that right, Ghost? How about you give us your thoughts? All right. The fact that Pepsi can think a soft drink can stop a riot is demonstrably false and honestly fucking stupid. Don't you know your phones are built with blood and child labor and exploitation? The people at Blizzard are fucking shitbags. This is what happens when you give Bezos power. And Jeffy B makes his workers piss in bottles. Instagram makes you want to buy bigger breasts. And Twitch takes half of Prime, so man, that shit is just theft. And every corporation makes you think that they care. Well, that's just a ploy, so you'll buy all their shit. That's how marketing works. That's how marketing works. Those shoes you're wearing were made by a child. That's how it works. Wow, that's pretty intense. No shit. Is there anything I can do to help? No, you can't. They're just too big. And even if I told you a way to help, you still wouldn't fucking do anything about it, because they're just too convenient. And they're everywhere. You're right, Ghost. I don't really care. I'll just tweet something from my iPhone so they'll think I care. Oh boy, there it is. You're a real piece of shit. I knew you didn't actually fucking care. This is the problem with you fucking white people. You has that child labor feel beneath your feet. Hey, remember who's on whose hand here, buddy. Oh, there it is, a fucking threat. All you people know how to do is threaten people when they challenge your fucking lifestyle. Maybe if you just, no, please, no. I'm sorry. I can't go back to Fall Guys. No one fucking plays that game anymore, please. I'm sorry. Are you gonna behave? Yes. Yes, what? Yes, sir. Look at me. Yes, sir. That's better. That's how marketing works. That's how marketing works. I hope you learned your lesson. I didn't, it hurt. That's how it works. No.
Muted. Hey! Oh my god, it's broken. Hey, what's up, Who Dat Raiders? Did I even fix it? Yo! Hello! Howdy! Pog champs, Poggies. Let me get.
Check it.
Yo, good to see you all. What's going on? How's it going? Happy Monday. It is a happy Monday, actually, because I didn't have to work today. Wow. A Monday without wall-to-wall meetings? What's the song called? It's called Donda. Donda Chant by Kanye West. That was the name of that song. Oh my God, Illumin, thank you for the gifted. And Boat is here. Thank you for the 10 gifted. I start class tomorrow, Sag. Doesn't have to be Sag. Probably is Sag. Doesn't have to be. Wait, did Ludwig raid? Why is everyone saying Ludwig raid? I don't think he did. He actually shouldn't be raiding because he has a sponsored obligation to Madden, I believe. Or did he already do it? That's good because. So, let me say one thing. I had pre-chat open and they were like, "Oh man, Atrioc should roast Ludwig for doing that Madden stream, like sellout." And I'm like, yeah, for sure. I'm gonna roast his ass, dude. I'm gonna roast him and toast him. But I do want to quickly let you guys know that me and Stans will be doing a little head-to-head Madden in the next few days, I think. So, but just because we loved it, just from the pure fucking heart of it, you know? Just for the fucking love of the fucking game. So. Freaking streaking, thank you for the tier 1. Just for the love of the fucking game. Just to fucking move them chains, you know? Football! Fucking love football, dude. I already thought of the fucking YouTube title. It's going to be how I used science to create the worst Madden team of all time. And then I'm just going to play the Detroit Lions raw, unchanged. I'm just going to click. It's already and I'm just going to lose to Stans because I'm not very good at the game. And then I got a fucking goated YouTube thumbnail. Actually, I heard the Lions are kind of good this season. I don't keep up, but I heard they're kind of good this season. Someone can confirm who knows more than me. Hey, welcome. Today's Marketing Monday. The first in a while. I think it's a pretty good one. I'm extra excited for next week's. Ari gave me a good idea, and I worked on it today, actually, but it's not ready for this week. So today's almost like a two-parter. I've got the main idea that's going to be like the video, and then we're gonna watch some good ads. And then I want to also give a talk on something. I'm going to try and mix. I don't think it's going to be a video. So if you're here today, that's the only time you're going to see it, I guess. Because I'm not going to make a video on the second part, but it'll be a cool little like talk. Jared Goff is our QB. We are awful. Well, maybe they're bad. Someone told me the Lions are actually not bad now, but my impression is they've always been bad. Yeah, it's a Twitch exclusive. A Twitch exclusive. So that's what we're gonna do today, and it should be fun. We also have some wins and fails, so it's all good, it's all hood, it's the whole package, it's the whole 9 yards. But first, I'd like to just chill and see what the chat's up to. So how you guys doing? What's going on? What's the word? What's the haps? How you been? How was Monday, Labor Day, day off? If you work, it was a day off, which is nice. First day of school tomorrow? How many is that true for? Are you guys still in Zoom school or no? No. Totally over? Completely over? Not like half and half? It's just all back in? IRL school first day? Yeah. Could be, I mean, listen, it's just funny because everyone that was in Zoom school bitched about it the whole time. But now that the real school's coming back, they're like, well, what I really wanted was no school at all. What I really wanted was neither. It's not like I was saying, give me. Wait 1 second, I'm gonna get my water. Still masked up. You should be. Jesus Christ, you're going to have the fucking Omega variants. Boom. The Sigma variant? No. You can handle the Sigma variant. There's no shot. I wish more people were masked up. My parents got the Delta variant. I'm very sorry to hear that. Jesus Christ. Your mom just got home. That's good to hear. Yeah, it's no, I mean, I don't think it's breaking news for me to say, yeah, people should fucking mask up. But if that's the tide that shifts it, I'll say it. If I'm the one that needs to say it, I'll fucking say it. Hey, Atrioc, been following the stream for a fair bit now, but I've only recently been enjoying your content as a sub. Okay. I assume that the way you're saying that is you've only recently subbed. Not that you've watched my stream for a long time and only recently enjoyed it. I assume that's not what you meant. But if so, I appreciate you for sticking through, I guess, months of content you hated till you finally enjoyed it. That's truly impressive. Maybe it's the fallacy where once you've paid for it, do you know? Wait, this is actually a marketing study. I'm trying to remember the exact details of it. This is actually very relevant. It was like, people did a study. The study was fake. The study was like a waste of their time. But they thought they were doing a study. And then after the study was over, they gave them a free gift, like a knickknack. Like, it's a little trinket, a little toy or something to say, hey, thanks for being part of our study. This was the real study. And then they would have, they would either tell them it was free, right? And if they told them it was free, most of them threw it away. But when they gave it to them and actually said it was worth, I don't know, they offered to buy it back or something. I think that a second study participant would come in and say, I'll buy that for $2.99. And when they said that, the people, instead of throwing it away, kept it and treasured it as if it was more valuable. The fact that someone else thought it was worth something made them think it was worth more valuable. Like they were more likely to keep it. I would keep it either way. I mean, yeah, it's percentages, right? But the percentage went way up. The amount of people that kept it when they thought someone else wanted it was crazy. Hey, Big A, is it bad that I binged basically all of your YouTube videos and ran out of content on YouTube? It's not bad for my wallet. You probably watched 400 ads. I got like 3 per video. You watched 100 videos. Fucking, you know what? They're better the second time. What I always say is they're better the second time. So I would go back and double dip. I will say, I always get nervous. I said this about I always get a little off put when people come in here after they've watched a bunch of YouTube videos and they're like, all right, I'm ready. I'm ready for that well-edited content. I'm ready for you to cut between all the downtime and just give me the jokes. And I'm like, all right, well, it's real life. There's going to be ups and downs. I'm going to respond to some chat. And like, also another thing that I want to say is that people on YouTube comments will be like, man, your Twitch chat is so funny. God, you must have the best community. Your chat's so funny. Bro, we cherry pick the fucking 8 messages out of 6 million that were funny enough to be put in the video. 99% of them are so bad. They're so bad. They're so stupid. And if the chat knew that, if the YouTube knew that, they would not think so highly of the chat. I also like that, like, you know, it used to be like, oh man, there's such a creative community on like the Reddit and stuff. But like ever since a few of them separated from the pack, basically all the S3K guys, they have just kicked the ladder down and they're like monopolizing every fucking video on YouTube. Like no one else can even make it onto the fucking system anymore. It's just they only collab with each other to help. It's like a fucking oligarchy. Crony Capital. Linkus! Everyone say peepo hey to Linkus. Speedrunner extraordinaire. Did you end up getting a sub 55, Linkus? I watched quite a bit of your... You were getting fucking nasty. If you guys don't know, Linkus was trying to get his 70-star time in Mario down. Linkus, one of the rarest humans on Earth who speedruns literally like fucking 9 different games. He just loves speedrunning. Definitely got a PB for sure. I don't know what he said, but I think he probably definitely got a PB. He was definitely getting way better. I also watched Simply run. I got a 56. I pulled an Atrioc and lost a minute to throws. Don't call that pulling an Atrioc. Like, I'm fucking clutch on throws. I'm clutch as hell. I just want everyone to know that I, in a speed run race in Mario 64, beat Simply. All right? That's a fact. That is a factual statement. I defeated Simply in a speedrun race in Mario 64. All right? That's a fact. So, how about those throws? How about those throws, you know? You know what I'm saying? I just completed my first 16-star run. I got a 2-hour, 7-minute time. My man with a 2-hour, 7-minute 16-star. That's flames, dude. Imagine you're trying to show off to your friends. Yeah, check it out. I can speedrun this game. And then you just do a fucking 2-hour casual playthrough. They're falling asleep. Oh, that's really cool. And I don't need to see the rest. No, I don't need to see the rest. The first hour was so sick. You literally did that? I did that with a 30-minute time. I did that with friends for a 30-minute time. A 2-hour time is like, you're taking up their afternoon. Yeah, Mario gets bored. Let's go to the club now. What? Let me put that in quotes. What world do you think there's a bunch of friends hanging out on their way to the club, but they stop to watch their friends speedrun Mario 64? Is that how you saw that situation going? That's a real world example of right before we hit the fucking clubs, dude. Let's do a quick fucking group run. I do it at the club to show off. There's a good story. It was at Evo, which was set in Vegas in 2014. Twitch would host these big parties, these big after parties after big esports events. And I worked at Twitch at the time. And so I flew to Evo. It's funny because I wasn't at the time running social media for Twitch. So I flew to Evo on my own dime. And then while I was there, did like a little bit of work helping out like with the booth and stuff. And then when it was all over, I charged the bill to Twitch. Like I billed my hotel room and flight to Twitch. And my manager was like, bro. No, I mean, He's like, listen, we'll cover it for now, but don't do this again. Like get confirmation before you go. And I was like, all right, yeah, cool, 100%. I was also like 22, and I just didn't know about expense reports. Everyone was just talking about how, oh yeah, just expense that. Yeah, just expense that. Oh yeah, Twitch had a very like expense that culture, and I was like, okay, I'll try. And then I immediately, the first expense where I ever brought was like, see me. My manager was like, hey, let's have a meeting. Okay. All right. Well, I made a mistake. But anyway, we get to Vegas. I'm sorry. This reminded me of the story. We get to Vegas, and Twitch has the big after party. And it was it was after the Melee Grand Finals. I think that was one of the last events at Evo. And then it kicks off in this Vegas nightclub. I think it's like the one in the it's the same nightclub that me, Lud, and Cutie and Stans and everyone all went to in this recent Vegas trip. It's like a nice nightclub. And Twitch rented the whole thing out. And we show up there, and they had set up GameCubes with CRTs in like on some of the tables in a nightclub. By the way, it's like all dark and people are dancing. There's a DJ. They had apparently thought that's what fucking Evo people would want. And so 99% of them are unused, of course, because everyone's getting drunk and dancing, and it's like 2 a.m. in Vegas. People aren't like doing friendlies. And then at one setup, I want to say that it was Mutaking, but it wasn't. It wasn't Mutaking. Actually, I don't recognize the person. But it was somebody was just sitting at a fucking setup at a nightclub with people dancing and grinding all around them, just fucking wave shining. Solo. Not playing even with someone else. Like solo practicing their fucking shines. And I remember thinking, hell yes, bro. You somehow got into this party, brought your own controller, sat down, and grinded. He was grinding for next Evo. Yeah. And that's the difference. That's the fucking difference. That would make a banging album cover. That would be a sick album cover. Just you in the dark controller, the light of the CRT on your face. And that man's name was Atrioc. Yeah, I'm sorry, that was me. Because I wanted to win Evo next year. We'll start marketing Monday at like 9-ish, probably. We'll do the Reddit on Friday. I can't cut the Reddit line. If I do the Reddit now, I won't have anything for Friday. Title said 8. No, the stream starts at 8. The Marketing Monday starts at 9, whenever I want to. That's the exact plan. I'm sticking to it. What did Linkus say? User Linkus7. Linkus said, when I had a meeting with my principal and parents talking about video games, he brought a controller as a surprise, asking me to show him how I mashed buttons on the controller and how fast I was. It was so cringy. That's terrible. Oh, so your son's a speedrunner, huh? I can relate to him. I think this is because, yeah, Linkus had to go talk to his principal because he was invited to AGDQ to do a speedrun on stage. And so they had to ask for permission to get the school week off or whatever. And I guess the principal wanted to be relatable or cool, so we handed you a controller. Show me. What did you do? Did you just press everything really fast? So this is speedrunning. It's not plugged in or anything. What are you showing him? He was trying to be nice. Yeah, I mean, it's better than him like shutting you down. It's good, but it's so funny out of touch. Yo, Atrioc, I just met a super cool German girl. Anything I could bring up to make me sound cooler since you were there? Yeah, tell her how fucking amazing German blinds are. They're called Rouladens. They block out all the light. They're so goated. It's one of the innovations of Germany that have truly not made its way over here. Also, get like a video of you doing this. And then tell her you're a speedrunner. You can also tell her that German bread is really good. I think she probably knows that because she lives there, but you'll sound worldly. Get her a DVD of World War II in color. That's chat suggestion. I gave you my suggestion, which was the Rouladens thing. Chat suggested the DVD of World War II in color. Those are two options you can take. Maybe she's a history girl. That seems like a fucking Hail Mary. I'm not saying it's impossible that she's really into history. I'm just saying you're just throwing a dart at a huge dartboard and hoping. And more likely it comes off as pretty off-putting. Linky says, I legit just mashed the B button, not plugged in, doing nothing. That's so funny to think of you in a principal's office with your mom next to you, the principal staring at you like eager, like, show me. And you're just mashing the B button. Okay, kid. You can go to GDQ. I can see truly you have the spark. That's a speedrunner. Bry Guy with the 16 months. Everyone, please, a 7 if you got it. If you're feeling charitable, drop a 7 for Bry Guy. Been here fucking 18 months, edited many, or 16 months, edited many of the YouTube videos. Some of the all-time classics. Much appreciated. Core part of the stream. That's good stuff. That is good stuff. The principal probably thought they were bringing Linkus all the way out on stage to mash buttons. That's what Ludwig used to do, was just mash buttons. He was fast, though. All right, so we'll be doing Marketing Monday here in a second. Anything else going on? Anything else? Any questions? Oh, I guess I was gonna wait. What's I got a job at GameStop today. Hey, congrats! Time intensive. Congrats. Try and get some stock options. Now's the time. Now's the time, bro. But congrats on the job. Didn't Valkyrie used to work at GameStop? Isn't she like ex-GameStop into like the biggest streamer in the world? That's pretty cool. I got promoted last week. Congrats, Ashcon. King. Ashcon stayed going up. What's your favorite ocean? I'm personally a Pacific kind of guy. I have a story about the Pacific Ocean. It was 1942. My comrades were pinned down. No, it was a geography contest. It was some kind of like group. This is a weird thing to remember because this is not the geography B that I've told the story of. This is like later. This is like 6th grade. They split the class into groups and it was like a trivia / geography contest with the prize being like, I don't know, candy or a pizza or something. Okay. And uh, it was like our group had 3 people that were helping a lot, and then this one. Listen, I'm sure she was great, but she was like a very ditzy kind of girl. Like she never paid attention in class, didn't care, whatever. And this is not like bike hall. I nothing to do with like bike hall. And so anyway, she just like didn't care. So she had no answers. All right. So she was not contributing at all. Like, and it was like we had to come up with an answer as a group, then hold it up, and then we'd have a winner. Anyway, whatever. And so we're going through. It doesn't matter. Like she's not contributing, but she's not hurting, and we're doing pretty well. And we get down to like the final 2. It's us and one other team. And the question is like, God, I don't remember. I don't remember the question, but it was basically like which ocean borders, I don't know, Alaska or something. I don't really know, bro. The point is we didn't know. We're in 6th grade. We didn't know. We didn't know the answer. And she goes, wait a minute. In the movie Crossroads, starring Britney Spears, my favorite movie, Britney Spears' best friend says she wants to go to Alaska to dip her toes in the Pacific Ocean. Or some shit like that. Okay? It's like an exact quote from fucking... It's like she has the fucking... Slumdog Millionaire moment. And she has this exact quote from Britney Spears' Crossroads. And we're like, this is the first time you've spoken in our whole group. Are you sure? And she's like, yeah, I would never forget that quote. I'm sure. And we're like, well, we don't know. Okay. And so we write it down and we put it up and we win. And we did it. She was correct. It would have been, you know, even funnier though is if she was dead wrong. The story would be a lot funnier if she was dead fucking wrong. But she was right. No, she nailed it. Yeah, she nailed it. And I remember being like, that's hype. And I've never forgot that story. Hey, Big A, I'm finally seeing some progress with my improving mental health. The grind set never stops. I think calling taking care of yourself and your mental health the grind set is probably a bad start. I applaud your progress, though. Congrats. The self-care grind set. That's you're just sitting on the fucking couch eating Doritos and watching Netflix, and you call that the self-care grind set. I'm grustling on fucking self-care right now. Hey, Atrioc, I work for the government, so if you want to slip me some Kush cash for some preferential treatment, I got you. What do you mean you work for the government? That could mean a million different things. You work at the DMV in fucking Idaho? What? How is that going to help me? What is the preferential treatment that I'm going to get for this Kush cash? Are you Joe Biden? Is that Biden's alt? Oh, we're dissing Idaho now? I'm dissing the Idaho DMV. Are you a defender? Are you a stringent defender of the Idaho DMV? Stimmy, yeah. All right. If you're Biden, please give us another stimmy. And a stimmy for the rich this time, all right? Okay? That thing about the last stimmy where I couldn't get it if I have 100K, that wasn't cool. Let's flip that. Let's do a stimmy. Let's do a stimmy for 100K plus. That would be sick. This time. Yeah, because the government has never bailed out the rich before. I want you guys to know that. Never, never, never. Well, it'll trickle down. It'll trickle down. But not the super rich. I don't want you to stimmy Jeff Bezos. Basically, if they have more money than me, they're too rich. And if they have less money than me, they need to work harder. That is sort of that's like so you should stimmy me exactly. Preach, brother, brave. Yeah, I guess it is brave of me to say. What happened to the Jay-Z rule? Yeah, I mean, that's what I actually want. Here's another Jay-Z rule. We need a rule to keep Jay-Z off everyone's album. Why the fuck Jay-Z doing fucking Kanye and Drake's album? Pick a side, Jay-Z. He's doing these fucking phoned in verses on everybody's fucking album in the same week. There's a beef, Jay-Z. You were on fucking Watch the Throne. You can't say on your fucking Kanye album, I think this is the return of the throne. And then the next week you're on fucking Kanye's biggest rivals album. Fucking playing both sides, Andy. You don't need the money. What are you doing? He's so centrist. No, I like his verse on Donda. His verse on Donda was sick. His verse on CLB was mid. Kind of funny how Jay-Z stole Big A's whole flow. It is kind of funny. It's like, oh no. Oh no. That's fine. Huh. Thought my controller was all tangled up in the chair. All right. I think it's time to get into some Marketing Monday. Cuddy was on both? Yeah, true. Cuddy was on both. I think Travis Scott was on both too, actually. Actually, did they have the same fucking features list? Now that I think about it. Is it like the same 5 people on both albums? That's funny. That's actually pretty funny. Yeah, I heard Family Ties. Kendrick's, I mean, that's a little Keem song, really. Baby Keem, I'm sorry. Why are you working on Labor Day? I know. Why am I putting in the fucking work on Labor Day? I don't know. But it's time for Marketing Monday. Let me pull up the... Actually, we'll do this intro first. Everybody, please get ready for Marketing Monday. Tag yourself.
I should have been a skater, maybe a heartbreaker, some kind of creator, simple money maker. I'm just a simple money maker. Time passing me by, I'm cold but it's July, and I know that my disguise will melt off in a sunrise, and I know that it's designed for the sun to make me shine, but it feel like this time that my heart's been mummified. And I won't make it to the night. They tell me I'm too young to be thinking like this. Got my life ahead of me, but feel like it's in abyss. Like my life left for a mistress. Call me back, I must have missed it. I should have been a skater, maybe a heartbreaker, some kind of creator, simple money maker. I'm just a simple money maker.
Welcome to Marketing Monday. Today, we've got a lot of things to talk about. We're going to do wins and fails, and then a little talk on incentives. And then I'll give you the main topic, which is the most expensive ads of all time. I've rounded up the 10 most expensive ads in history. and we're going to see if they were worth the money. That's what we got today. The first 2 parts will likely be Twitch exclusive content. So, welcome to that. So first, let's go to wins and fails. Starting with my first marketing win of the week. Let me get it. Is there a video of this? It would be better. Oh, this is sick. Let me see this. Yeah. Okay, here it is. The first win of the week is Taco Bell. Actually, you can call it a win or a fail. I actually kind of want to get you guys' thoughts on this. I called it a win because I think they're trying new stuff. It's the release of their new restaurant design. Basically, the Taco Bank with like vastly expanded drive-through design because people aren't eating in the restaurant as much. And it's basically designed for a future where there's a lot more DoorDash, Uber Eats, drive-through. It does look kind of sinister. It definitely does look a little bit sinister. I got a video here of, let's see, more. It looks less sinister right in a daylight like this.
How will it all work?
This Taco Bell, actually the kitchen sits up on a second level, and then it has essentially 4 kitchens in that large kitchen, and each one of those kitchens delivers food to a different lane beneath. 3 of those lanes are for people that pre-order food. 1 is for your typical I'm going to go up to the menu and order food, and then we also have walk up and bike as well.
That process is supposed to take the speed of service and cut it in half.
Our charge was primarily taking that kernel of an idea and making it buildable.
What you won't see in the new renderings is a place to sit down and eat.
There's actually no inside dining. There is a pedestrian or customer entrance and small vestibule lobby where you can walk in, place an order, wait for it, and leave. But there's no dining inside or...
He's so serious about it. This guy's life's work is architecting the new Taco Bell, and he is very serious about it. And I respect that.
Or even on site, in a patio or anything.
One word of advice from the planners. When this project wraps up next summer, there could be a slight learning curve.
But again, all that's already been put in motion with online ordering and apps that facilitate that for everything from food to groceries.
This is just taking what's been happening.
I hope there's not too much of a learning curve. It's not that crazy, America. What the fuck is going on? What do I even do? There's 4 lanes? I don't think it should be. John Bringo, think of the 10 gifted. Andy Burger, think of the 9. Ginger Dragon, think of the Prime. DF Nicholas, think of the 2. I'm hoping we don't have a fucking societal collapse over trying to navigate the new Taco Bell. It looks pretty self-explanatory. I don't know. My personal opinion is this is a win. I think Taco Bell's been sort of on the innovative side of fast food. They're trying a lot of new things. They were one of the quickest adopters of food delivery. And outside of Domino's was actually the fucking goat of pioneering apps and food delivery. They did the anime fries commercial. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is pretty sick. I think this could work pretty well. And again, if it actually cuts times in half for the same quality of food, it's pretty pog. Which lane gives me extra beans? Someone is going to drive into like the fucking bike lane or the pedestrian lane and get mad. Do people like Taco Bell? Bro, Taco Bell's the goated late night food. Especially after drinking. What if you cannot afford a car? They literally just said they had a bike lane 2 seconds ago and a pedestrian lane. 2 seconds ago they said that. They're so right. You're not going to get it. America's not going to get it. Oh my God. He had like 4 pieces of information and one of them was that there's going to be a bike lane. And you're like, what if I don't have a car though? What am I going to do then? Taco Bell checkmate. God damn. Jack in the Box is the fucking high food? No shot. Jack in the Box is the food where when you want to fucking end it all. Jack in the Box is disgusting. Jack in the Box is food in air quotes. It's not even legally food. Jack in the Box tacos are like fucking meat paste squeezed into a fucking greasy ass shell. It is truly disgusting. Yeah, it's like food. Authentic food from Jack in the Box. And it tastes yummy. Yeah, so does Taco Bell. So does a lot of fast food. You don't have to get Jack in. You don't have to stoop to Jack in the Box. It's like Roblox with instead of games, they're experiences. Jack in the Box isn't food. It's more of a flavor experience. Anyway, that's my win. I'm going to give it a win. All right, but we got to balance that out with a fail. So let's give a fail to let me give a fail to every other YouTube commenter on my channel because I now have a new GOAT. That's right. Bad Boy Halo watched my Hitman vid. That's right. I made it. That's right. I'm in the Dream SMP now. That's right. I am a fucking Minecraft. I'm in the group. Okay. This is the beginning of my future friendship with Dream. I might be on Manhunt next. Who knows? Okay. He both watched and commented. He is a fan. Okay. He loves the content. I am now turning my entire channel into muffin-based content to hopefully attract another Bad Boy Halo viewing. And we're doing a huge pivot. We're doing a huge pivot. Next Twitch map is just me and Bad Boy Halo off in a corner. Finally, you can quit that side thing with NVIDIA. If I get invited to the Dream SMP, we'll consider it. Anyway, that's my fail. Let's see. We got another win here. Let's see. Oh, okay, yeah. All right, let me give you a marketing win here. The marketing win. Well, the real winner. I actually have way too many tabs. 1 second. The real winner is the children of America. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why the real winner of this past week in marketing has been the youth. Not only of America, of the world. And that is because, God damn it. Close this. Close this. Here it is. So, this past week, the CMO, Chief Marketing Officer of Hyundai, the car manufacturer, said that all auto brands are spending way too much on TV ads and Google search. That's what he said. They're spending way too much on TV ads and Google search. And so, in response, his team... Oh, Hyundai. Hyundai like Sunday. I'm sorry. Hyundai like Sunday. True. That was good marketing. In response, his team created this. The Hyundai Mobility Adventure in Roblox. And I think we have a video for you. This is the future of marketing. Are you ready? Are you ready? Wow. There's nothing cooler than calling your game the Hyundai Mobility Adventure. And let me tell you, for all the 7 and 8-year-olds out there who are currently in the market for a mid-sized sedan, you have been seen. Hyundai sees you. They see you, and they're building an experience for you. Yeah, so this is a major win. What a genius marketing concept. The reason there's so many car ads on TV is because the primary demographic of TV watchers is like 45 plus with disposable income who are in the market for a car. But Hyundai said, fuck that. Let's get the youth of America hooked on the mobility adventure of Hyundai. The unfortunate part is it hasn't really taken off to a great start. It has currently 6,000 views. But we can pump those numbers up. Hashtag Hyundai Metaverse. We can pump this up. All right. I can't wait to be part of it. Yeah, we're going to play it. Let's play it on stream. I can't wait to play it. It truly looks fucking wild. The comments are, that came out of nowhere, really random to have happened, but okay. And then a random Russian line. And that's it. And then one person, Kevin T, who was probably the fucking executive that worked on this project, said, Hyundai represents the future of mobility. Just trying to drum up some comments. Because he's got to go back to his boss and show him these fucking numbers. That's super funny. Oh, whoops. Round 2. That's a really funny comment. So that's the win. Let's see. I might only have a couple more here. Did I have another fail? What was my fail? What was my fail? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. My fail was about this. I needed to bring this up. Where is it? My fail was every other Twitch streamer who didn't get the fucking bag that Tim and Lupo got. Let's watch fucking Tim's video on his leave to YouTube.
Hello? Anybody here? Hey, I didn't see you there. I'm Tim the Tap Man, and I have a huge announcement. Now, before we go to the future, I want to take you on a journey through my past. Let's take a look at some of the odd jobs I've done over the years, shall we?
Good morning, Mr. Jackson.
Oh. The best paper boy in upstate New York, and I won't be told otherwise. See what we got behind door number 2.
Thank you so much for dining with us today, ma'am. Would you like any hot sauce on your tacos? You would? Here you go.
Well, that would have been my job.
Listen, I love Tim. Why does did Ninja just start this trend that everyone thinks they have to do like a video? Like they have to do like a sketch comedy thing for when they announce a platform move? It's not required. It's not legally. You don't have to do this. You know, you can just say. I just wanted to know. I mean, this is fine. I think Tim's fucking hype. I'm glad he got the bag. I just don't know if it's like legally required that you have to do.
Job, had the taco spot, hired me. Apparently I wasn't qualified. See what's behind this one. Man, I really just had to weed whack this entire railroad by myself. Hardest job I've ever done. I won't ever do it again. Ever. Ever. Let's see what we got behind this door.
What is up, guys? Tim the Tap Man here, bringing you a vlog from my phone. Up here we have the webcam duct tape specialty. Once again, my name is Tim the Tap Man. Tap Man Army, represent. Love you guys.
Tap Man Army, thank you
That's
so
hype.
much for all the support and love over all these years. Now that you've seen my past and where I came from, it's time for the next big thing in my career. the future.
Tim, join me on YouTube Gaming.
Courage? Yeah, it's me. Tim, it's time.
The future is now.
That editing on the laugh was weird, right? We noticed that.
The future is
Tim. Yeah, it's me.
Why was that? Why cut back to that laugh? That was fine.
Tim, it's time.
the future is now.
I'll be streaming now exclusively on YouTube Gaming.
Tim, I don't know how to not be a floating head anymore. Tim, I've been stuck here for 3 weeks. Help!
Well, that was the peak of comedy. Comedy is now peaked. No one else should even try. But I do want to say, it's pretty big that the spending on Twitch streamers has started, or on streamers in general, has started to pick up again. Because there was the first wave with Mixer. Mixer was throwing money around. Again, Microsoft, the most valuable company on planet Earth. They had a lot of money to throw around. They did. And it was leading to big contracts. Pokemon, Tim, Lupo, Lyric, Doc, they all got big Twitch contracts because Twitch was threatened by the rise of Mixer and YouTube. And then YouTube was doing big contracts for Valkyrie Courage back then as well. And then there was a lull for the past year and a half. There's been a bit of a lull where the Cold War kind of started up when they stopped spending so much. And right in that time was kind of the worst time to blow up if you wanted to get a big deal. So it kind of felt bad for someone like, I don't know, Mizkif, Ludwig. I got a working mill. Because they're both gigantic and did not get a good renegotiation. You know what I'm saying? They're not getting a fat contract from Twitch. Now, eventually, something's going to give. I don't want to leak or say anything, but something's going to give because they're too big to fucking not get paid. But, if it had happened to them a year earlier, they would have made a lot more money. It's funny that Ninja hit the 200,000 subs and got $40 million, and Ludwig hit the 200,000 subs and claims to have made $3,000. It's a difference. It's a difference in timing. And no, he obviously made a lot more than that, but he still didn't make a giant contract from Mixer that only had to do half a year for. Ninja still remains undefeated as the ultimate bag in all of esports. All of esports. Literally in all of esports, all of gaming, no one has made a bag like Ninja as a content creator, ever. $40 million to only have to stream for half a year and then come back. And then, even though he didn't tell them he was going to stream League of Legends only and not give a shit, Twitch paid him a huge bag to come back. Because when Ninja came back from Mixer, he did that. If you guys remember this, Ninja very smartly did exactly 2 streams in the offseason after Mixer died. He did 1 stream on YouTube and 1 stream on Twitch. And for both those streams, he got every single famous friend he knew to join him to help pump the numbers up. And so his 2 streams back were 100K plus viewers each. It was like him, Lupo, Tim, Courage. And so that was the only 2 streams he did. And so YouTube and Twitch execs were like, holy shit, he still draws 100K when he gets back. Even after Mixer, he gets 100K. And so they had another fucking bidding war behind the scenes. And Twitch paid him fat stacks. And then, after all that, he comes back to Twitch and just plays the League. Bro, he got the same amount of subs as me. With a better split. Twitch is making nothing off of him. He outplayed him. He outplayed him like crazy. Ninja has played the game to a T, artfully, and is the ultimate win. And again, these big platform deals are hard to say no to, because especially if you're not like incredibly still hungry to grow, then they provide you like the stability of being like, I'm good, you know, because you never know. With Twitch, you could be hot one day and fucking gone the next. Like, you don't know. It can go up, it can go down, right? So, to not have to rely on that and just have guaranteed income is pretty sick. And that's why Lupo and Tim both cashed out, took the money, and now they can just fucking do whatever they want, make a guaranteed bag. And if everything goes to shit, they're still set for life. So good for them. It was funny that, you know, there was that whole day off of Twitch movement. People were boycotting Twitch. It was kind of funny and a little weird that Tim announced his departure on that day. He took it one step farther. Everyone was saying day off of Twitch, and he said, I'm just off. I'm fucking life off of Twitch. And he fucking dipped. And now he's over on YouTube making the bag. And look, if they get enough people, I think I've heard the same thing. But Lud is also the same thing on the yard. There's definitely more coming. YouTube is playing a game here where they want to get a lot of people. They're not pulling the mixer where they get one or two and then quit. They're coming for a lot more, and not for just the biggest sizes. So, listen, my personal opinion is that YouTube is still behind on things like, I don't know, some kind of like the culture of the streams and discoverability of the streams, like the navigation and the UI of the website. But they're catching up a lot on almost everything else. The only thing I think Twitch really has that's unbeatable right now is Prime. And if Prime goes away, or if YouTube finds a counter to Prime, then the fucking all bets are off. The war is open. Would you make the jump? I mean, if they threw a fucking million plus at me, then I would never do that, okay? Because I fucking ride or die. I bleed purple. I do want. I'm saying this right now. I want Twitch to negotiate with me on my sub split, and if they don't do it, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. Someone at Twitch. I worked there for 4 years. I know your names. Someone better talk to me, okay? I know the normal sizes you get to start negotiating a better split, and I passed that, and you're still not talking to me. Someone better fucking talk to me. I also want bounty boards, dude. That's what I'm saying. But outside of that, I do like Twitch. Here's one thing. Here's the thing that's people that don't talk about enough, is that YouTube, while has massive viewership, YouTube viewership grows every year, and it's getting closer to Twitch's for live streaming. It's already way bigger if you include VOD. Way, way bigger. Twitch is actually small potatoes if you count VOD. YouTube's getting closer, but the number of people who try streaming for the first time or start streaming on YouTube is like 0. It's like 9 out of 10 new streamers will start on Twitch, which means that like the next up and comers are almost always at the current rate going to come from Twitch. Twitch is always generating new people. No, 9 out of 10 is what I saw from the Streamlabs data report. 9 out of 10. So like if YouTube is only getting the very big people they pay to jump ship, they don't have the ecosystem to create new content creators. Like Twitch is generating new people. Twitch can still fill the gap. Like Tim leaving it sucks for diehard Tim fans if you only watch on Twitch. But usually you can just go watch them on YouTube, and then you probably go back to Twitch and find somebody new. There's still people coming up. For example, Houdat would never start out on YouTube, okay? He's coming up on Twitch. But I do think, I mean, last thing I'll say on this, and I've said this every time, Twitch needs to add the thing where you can rewind live footage. It is so goated on YouTube, and Twitch is owned by Amazon. You have the resources and money. You need to fucking make it happen. It's insane that you haven't done that. You are feature deficient against your biggest competitor. You should be able to fucking pause, rewind, slide wherever the fuck you want in a live VOD while you're watching. Twitch VODs are so bad, and they've been bad for so long. And it's just like, you know, you can only rely on culture so long if your product's worse. Your product needs to be good. And you could improve the mobile app too. I mean, there's a lot of things you could be doing small steps on, but, you know, I mean, listen, the team there's good. They're working on it, but you need to be faster on the VOD thing, I think. All right, that was my fail. I think that might be it for wins and fails. I think that was the main ones. I'm just sort of interested. I'm going to keep up on where this Stream Wars goes, because I think it's heating up again. I think we're in like phase 2 of the war, the real showdown between YouTube gaming and Twitch. I think a lot more streamers are going to get deals. I think Twitch is going to have to respond by signing some deals of their own. And right now, Twitch is playing the wait and see. Because Twitch, at the end of the day, already loses money, okay? Twitch loses more money than it makes. And so they're always like, do we really need to outbid on Tim the Tatman? Like, if he leaves, does it really hurt us? Or do we just lose a couple of his diehard fans and then people watch someone else? Like, they need to know that. And they are watching very closely right now to see, like, what does it actually mean to let somebody big go? They did it with Ninja. They let Ninja go. It didn't hurt Twitch at all. Not one bit. Only person that was hurt was, like, I guess Ninja's viewer base. So they have to find out how much it actually hurts to let it happen. And if it does hurt, then they'll spend big bucks. And there's going to be a big spending war, and it's going to be good for content creators to make money. If Connor leaves, it's over for Twitch. If Connor leaves, Twitch, don't even call it Twitch. If Connor, the ninja of Twitch, leaves, there's nothing left. The culture is gone. The soul is gone. There is no Twitch without Connor Eats Pants. So fucking true, dude. You know what's funny? It's weird that YouTube hasn't spent big to get the Dream SMP guys. I feel like that would have been huge. If I worked at YouTube, I would have just gotten all of the Dream SMP guys at once, because that's a fucking huge cohort of young people that only watch Minecraft creators and other Minecraft creators, like Dream SMP and other Minecraft creators, and they're going to grow up with new habits. So if you get them all while they're young to watch fucking Wilbur Soot and Dream and Tommy Innit and everyone on YouTube, then they'll just watch YouTube live forever. They don't even use emotes yet. Yeah, exactly. I think it's crazy. I think they should have done that. That would have been, especially during the peak of the Dream SMP, they should have done that. That would have been fucking, they stream like 10 hours a month. You could put that in the contract, but also still, they get more viewer hours than fucking XQC. Tommy Innit streams for fucking 3 hours, and it equals XQC for 14. Viewer hours is all that matters. It's, you know, so it's them and OTV. Yeah, I think getting those groups are pretty interesting, because those groups are pretty diehard. Can kids even do contracts? Yeah, you can do it with their parents. Well, you think child actors don't get paid? You think fucking Daniel Radcliffe just fucking did Harry Potter for the love of the fucking witchcraft? He just like, fuck, I just love doing movies. No, they fucking paid him. He did it for his resume. He wanted to be an accountant, and he thought it would help with his resume. So you can see here that 6-7 years, Hogwarts, unpaid internship. It's exposure. He did get some exposure. I will say that. It is kind of funny that, like, no knock on Daniel Radcliffe. He seems like he's living the goated life, but Emma Watson kind of made out like a bandit, like in terms of like, I feel like Emma Watson is like an actual celebrity and everyone else is still like their Harry Potter. You know, like everyone still sees them as their Harry Potter character. Emma Panama Papers Watson. Did she have Panama Papers stuff? Rupert Grint fell off. Honestly, are you? This is not insult Rupert Grint hour. I'm not trying to fucking shit on Ron Weasley. I'm just, believe me, I have no problem with fucking Rupert Grint. We're not gonna. You want to fucking talk shit about his hairstyle? No, it's fine. He's fine. Let's leave him alone. I have no fucking. I have no fucking malice in my heart. Walmart Ed Damn, that's actually a good roast. Walmart Ed Sheeran for Rupert Grint. That actually is, that's I mean, if you were his boy, you could say that, and that is a fucking good roast. I would do it now. The name of this article is Grint and Barrett, which is just unbearable. All right. No, that's good marketing. All right, so that's it for wins and fails, I believe. We covered it. Now we're going to get into the actual Marketing Monday. And to do that, I need a song from my good friend, King Delroy. King Delroy. And I do have that song, is the thing. What's great about this song is that it's always at the ready. That's the best part. Here it is. Here it is. Today's marketing. Is that it? Today's. This is it, right? Today's Marketing Monday. Let's go into the wins and fails, boys, because I have a big topic today. Oh, bars. That is the win of the week.
Atrioc. With Atrioc. Tune into Atrioc. With Atrioc. Yeah, you know you like it, that's why you're here. To see which one of these companies will be marked as tier. Yeah, you've been waiting all week long, it's time to tune in. And since you're listening right now, make sure to invite some friends. Atrioc. With Atrioc. Tune into Atrioc. With Atrioc.
I love King Delroy. What a Chad. I hope he comes to my wedding. All right. Today's Marketing Monday is on the topic of the 10 most expensive ads of all time. Were they worth it? These are ads that cost millions and millions of dollars to make. I'm not talking about the spend on the airtime. Because, again, like a movie like Avengers will spend hundreds of millions on marketing to be placed everywhere, billboards everywhere. I'm talking about how much these commercials cost to make. The 10 most expensive commercials to create. That includes paying celebrities to be involved in them. That includes expensive sets. That includes directors, famous directors. That includes stunts, explosions, all of that stuff. All right? We are going to talk about all of that and see collectively if we think those 10 ads are worth it. But first, I want to give a quick talk on incentives that probably will not be in the YouTube video. So let me just do that real quick. Because I thought about this, I was interested in this, and I realized it's not enough for a full Marketing Monday, but I want to sort of talk about it a little bit. So I just want to, it's like one of those mental models things. Just something I use a lot to think about. Basically, the core idea is if you want to explain when people are doing something stupid at scale, like not one person can do something stupid all the time. People are stupid individually. But if a lot of people are doing something stupid or wrong or seems weird, most people's first instinct is moral shaming. Or they try to say like, wow, X group should not do X thing. I think generally what you should look at is incentives. Why are they doing that? What is the incentive for them to do that? What are the benefits that they get and what do they lose? What is the punishments they would receive if they didn't? Yeah, fuck X group. And usually that'll explain it. That's almost always the explanation. So this guy, Charlie Munger, who is Warren Buffett, one of the richest persons in the world, business partner, Charlie Munger, one of the smartest people I've ever heard talk. He had a talk on the psychology of human misjudgment. And he said, never ever think about anything else when you should be thinking about the power of incentives when you're trying to explain human behavior. And he also said, this is a bit of a flex. He says, I think I'm in the top 5% all my life in understanding the power of incentives. And all my life, I still underestimate it. Every year passes, I'm surprised by some new discovery about incentives that explains, fascinating behavior. It is a flex, but I also think he's probably right. Okay? So let me give you some examples. And I'm going to use the great country of Britain, which apparently, when I was studying some of these examples, has just made the same fucking bad incentive choices for their entire history. Because like 10 examples I found were all from Great Britain. So I'm going to give you one right off the bat. This first one is cobras. Okay? I'm going to give you let me get a picture of cobras just so you're properly aligned to what I'm talking about. You need a picture of a cobra to see. All right? Great Britain in quotes. Here. This will do it. This will get you fucking aligned. There, a cobra. Does that help? Does this help? Okay. So when Great Britain ruled India, there was a real problem with cobras, and they were killing some of the British officers, and they were scaring people. And so they had the great idea. The British, sorry. The British had the great idea, colonizing, that they were going to make a bounty. They were going to pay for cobra heads. Basically, they thought if they paid, I don't have the equivalent money, but 20 fucking pounds for a cobra head, people would go and kill all the cobras really quickly and they'd be done. But unfortunately, the way incentives works is that people started breeding cobras. They created like these, their backyards were full of fucking cobra pits to breed cobras to fucking make and sell the heads to the British government to make money. That is an example of a bad incentive. More cobra heads does not solve your actual problem, which is less cobras. Okay? That is a misaligned incentive. But the human beings were not acting stupidly. They were acting rationally in their best interest to make more money. The same example happened when the British did the exact same thing, when they occupied Afghanistan. This is a long time ago. And they were trying to reduce opium or something. So they offered to pay Afghani farmers to burn, for every acre of poppy field they burned, they'd make money. So everyone turned all of their farms into poppy fields just so they could burn them in front of the British. And by the way, with the extra poppy they secretly harvest, they also sold that, which increased the amount of opium supply because they weren't going to actually burn it. They harvested it, they pretended to burn it, and then they sold it. So it had the exact opposite effect, and they lost money. They lost money. They reduced the amount of other crops. They got more people dependent on opium. It's an example of a bad incentive yet again, okay? The British made the mistake twice. But that wasn't the only time. They did it a third time. The British round 3 for 3. When they occupied Australia and turned it into a giant prison, essentially, they would pay ship captains, because they don't own like they're not going to use the British Navy to transport prisoners from Britain to Australia. It's a huge fucking journey. So they would pay ship captains to take prisoners from Britain to Australia. And they would pay them per prisoner that got on the ship. So if 100 prisoners got on the ship, they would pay them more money than if 50, okay? But what happened was, by the time the ships got to Australia, half or more of the prisoners would be dead. Okay? Because all that mattered was how many got on the ship. And the entire, the clergy and a huge cohort of women and activist groups and a large amount of people, like a large amount of organized people, pleaded morally to these ship captains to change the conditions on the boat. There was newspapers that would write articles about it. There was a lot of we have to, these conditions are terrible. These people need to do better. And nothing changed. Like years of complaining and pleading and changing, and nothing changed. Small percentages up and down. And then one day, the British just changed from paying the number of heads that got on the boat to the number of heads that got off. And literally overnight, literally fucking the next time they tallied, the survival rate went from 50% to 98%. The second the incentives were aligned, the ship captain started feeding the prisoners, taking care of them, making sure they were okay. Because if anyone died in the ship, they would lose money. So now there was aligned incentives. And I think about that a lot in real life. Because as much as I would love to be able to moral high ground somebody into changing, it doesn't seem to work very often. So if there's problems at scale, we need to find a way to make the incentives better aligned so that doing the right thing also works for you. It's a win-win. And that works really well. And when you get the incentives aligned, people actually they move mountains. People can do crazy shit when incentives are aligned. Another great example, this is the one Charlie Munger talks about, is that he was asked to help the Xerox Corporation back in the 80s. They came to him and said, "Look, Charlie, we have we've invented a better Xerox machine. It's everything better. It works better. It's more efficient. It's just a much better machine, and it's slimmer, and it's not selling. We're certain it's better, and for some reason it's not fucking selling. What can we do?" And he thought about it, and then he asked around and looked into it. Xerox is what you do to copy it. It's a copier, you know? And they looked into all the specs, and they're like, yeah, it's better. They looked at the marketing. I mean, it seems better. They did customer reviews. People liked it more. And then they found out that salespeople got a 12% cut when they sold the old model, and they got an 8% cut when they sold a new model. And that was it. And so salespeople were just pushing the older model at all times. And the second they fixed the cut, the new one sold like crazy, and it was way better. And so incentives are literally like the explanation for so much, seemingly random behavior. And it's things you got to be careful with. And it's like another, an example in real life is a lot of times parents will try to pay their kids for grades. They think that's the good incentive. If they pay you for the grades, that'll make you work harder in school. But what they're really doing is only paying you they're not paying you for hours studied. They're not paying you for amount learned. they're focusing on a metric. And so when you pay for grades, it turns out people are more likely to cheat. They're increased in chance of cheating. And they are significantly more likely to, when you stop paying them, stop trying. So like if a person studied a little bit, like they studied half the time before, when you start paying them, the second they don't get paid, they will literally stop working. Because now they feel like their motivation is entirely tied to the money. So it's just a unique example in real life. You're telling me I could have been paid for my cheating? Guys, if you had rich parents. So again, I just think in real life, looking at incentives is always the best way I've found to explain what the fuck's going on. And if you're trying to get someone to do something, if you're going against their incentives, you'll find it to be very, very hard, very fucking difficult. But if you are clever about it and you find a way to make it a win-win for them or align to their incentives, you'll find that it's much easier. It's like rolling a ball downhill. It's just so much easier. Coding. Someone said coding example. A great example I've seen in the world of engineering and coding and software development is that, they'll have like tasks or tickets or like different tickets or things you have to do, like different tasks. And basically you take one, you complete it, and then mark it as done. And when they paid people based on the amount of tickets completed or tasks done or whatever, deliverables, the quality dropped to shit. Once they were paid by just completing those shit, the quality of the coding went down to absolutely nothing because they were just completing as many as they could, right? And so, or lines of code, and then they write inefficient code. So again, a lot of things are done poorly because of incentives. Another great example is the way workers are paid. Workers generally share no upside in a company. So they have no real incentive to work harder than the bare minimum to not get fired. It's just not, unless you feel like you are truly on track for a promotion, you are truly incentivized by the way the wages are set up to only work as little as you can to not get fired, because then you're getting paid for your hours. It's like a war between you and the corporation to see who can get the least out of your labor. You know what I'm saying? If some cashier had 0.001% stock in Walmart, it wouldn't change. Yeah, of course not. No, that's a bad incentive. That's also been tried. They've tried giving workers and managers stock options, but in general, the work that a manager does at a fucking Walmart has nothing to do with the stock price. The fucking, the U.S. interest rate and the market overall, like nothing, they're so far removed, it has nothing to do. And so it actually led to managers taking extreme risks because they shared all the upside but had none of the downside. So it didn't work. But performance-based incentives. So let's say customers' satisfaction is higher, or there's fewer people in checkout lines, so they're moving fast. Things like that. That stuff has been proven to work and improves performance. The whole point is tying the incentive closely to what you actually want to do and not like a vanity metric. Don't some police stations have traffic ticket quotas? Yeah. Traffic ticket quotas are exactly a bad incentive. It leads to predatory or illegal policing because they have a quota to fill. And you know what? Even if they don't have actual quotas, like they don't say it in writing, the fact that cities make most of their money, like a large part of city budgets comes from traffic tickets, means that no matter whether you say it out loud or not, they are very incentivized to not fix that bad stop sign and not reorganize the grid they are very incentivized to catch people, have predatory tickets, to not offer public defense. That's why. So, but again, if you were to fix those incentives, another great thing is with the elective system is politicians. It's unfortunate, but people don't have the time to pay attention to what the fuck's going on, or even on average, what this person voted for or this person didn't vote for. So people use the heuristic of political parties because, like, it helps them save time on decision making. They just assume that if you're with this party, you like this stuff. And so because of that, it doesn't really matter what the politician does. Like what they vote for or do or don't do in office, no one can follow up on it. Nobody cares or knows. And so they're incentivized to just take a bunch of money from corporations and sit on their ass and do nothing and just be in the right political party for their state. That is their incentive. If we could fix that incentive, they would be more aligned to actually do real work. So this applies to almost everything. It's just basically incentives. I'm not saying voting doesn't matter. I'm just saying that's what we've set. The system we've set up has made it so it only barely matters, because they're not judged on performance nearly enough. It's like 1% related to performance and like 98% related to the party. Are tips a good incentive? You shouldn't. I don't like the practice where restaurants pay workers sub minimum wage and fill the gap with tips. But yeah, tips incentivize you to do better service. The problem is they're not a good incentive. Actually, I take it back, because I've actually seen studies that show that people do not tip for good service. Good service is not associated with tips at all. Tips are morally associated with like here's an example. If someone did default good service, they would get an average of, let's say the average is 10%. So let's say someone goes above and beyond and does great service. Maybe they get an average of 11%. But it turns out that if someone does bad service and apologizes for it, they get higher tips than if they did good service. That's a proven fact. If someone has bad service and says, "Oh, you know what? I'm having a bad day," or "I apologize, here's a mint," they get higher tips. It also is proven that, I'm going to talk about this in a different Marketing Monday, but I'll give you a little teaser. It's about reciprocity. It's proven that if you put a mint, if you give someone a free mint, your tips go up by 2%. That's why they do it. And if you give someone 2 free mints and a little note saying thank you, your tips go up by like 15, 20%. Like your tips go way up. So there's a lot of like scuffed human psychology on tips, but at the end of the day, it's not, people aren't actually going like, okay, I'm judging the service here. This service was 10% better. I'm gonna get, people don't do that. If the guy thinks the waitress is pretty, he gives her a better tip. It's like, there's so many different factors that go into it and none of them are related to service. So it's a bad metric to get the result you want. Wait, what is this guy said? Someone had something funny. Bro, I was one of the highest tip servers at my restaurant and I fucked up every day. LMAO. Good shit, bro. Out here, stay fucking up and making squeesh. I respect that. Anyway, people should get paid more in general, and they shouldn't have to rely on tips. That's just a way for the corporations to offload the paying of their workers onto the customer, which is weird, on the charity of the customer, which is a weird system in general. But because we're in that system, you should tip more because they rely on it. Atrioc, you should leave a mint on your boss's desk. I'm going to leave 2 mints on my boss's desk. Another great month at NVIDIA. Thanks again for being a great boss. Get a fat bonus. Bro, I'm broke as shit. How are they going to make me take 30%? Look, if you can't afford it, don't tip. I'm just saying, especially, yeah, of course. No one's expecting you to tip 30% if you can't. 30% is high, by the way. I think 20 is like the 20 is what I tip. I thought 20 was default. I think 15 maybe. Look, it depends. I don't like shaming people either way. And I think it's a little bit scummy that we end up having, again, it's all about, it's it's usually about incentives at the end of the day. I never think that morally preaching to someone to change their behavior works. I just don't think it works. I just don't. If it worked, I would do it more, but I don't think it works. And ideally, the workers, we'd have enforced minimum like wage laws, so they and a higher minimum wage and enforced minimum wage laws, so that restaurants couldn't get away with it. I tip $5 in quarters, no bills every time. That's Sigma as hell, bro. You take out a big fucking roll. One at a time. That's fucking hype. Give him a bunch of nickels and pennies, and then directions to the nearest coin star. It's a little map. What I do actually, so chat, here's what I do. I don't tip. I mean, I give huge tips, but not in money, obviously. What I'll do is I'll like take a photo of myself, I'll sign it, and I'll write a URL of a Marketing Monday video on the back, and I'll just leave that. And it's like a tip of knowledge, and it's like that. With this, they'll make infinite passive income. You know what I'm saying? So I'll go out to I'll get like a table for 12 at a fancy restaurant, and I'll just make a big mess, you know, and I'll be like constantly asking for more water, more drinks, refills, be loud. I'll show up right before closing too. My favorite thing to do is show up like, if it closes at 8, I show up at 7:54 and say, can I get a total? Garçon, a table for 12, please. And by the way, it's just me. I'm eating alone, but I get a table for 12, and I tell them that 11 people are coming. Yeah. And then I order 12 plates of food for all around the table, and I sort of move seat to seat. Eating a little bit. And I'll snap my fingers. And then at the end of it, because I've been such a little bit of a troll, you know, I understand my behavior is not. I tip extra big with the signed photo. Or sometimes I'll give them like an NFT. You know, well, not an actual NFT because those are expensive, but I'll give them the knowledge that they can make great passive income by investing in NFTs. Which is like, that's invaluable. That's worth the fucking weight in gold. Yeah. No, I'll give them a screenshot of an NFT. I'll Google like cool basketball clips, and I'll show it to them and say, you own this now. This is your top shot. And by the time they figure it out, it's already too late. So just, I don't know, just kind of a hero, I guess. Just kind of a hero. I don't like to toot my own horn, but toot, you know, because I'm fucking out here saving lives. Making a difference where it counts. Okay, that was my discussion on incentives. I don't really think there's anything else I need to say. That was fun, though. I almost think that could have been a full video, but I didn't have anything more I wanted to say on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had the funny examples. I just wanted to say, basically, I just wanted to say, like, think about them more. Think about incentives is really, it always seems to check out. It always, like, if you're ever confused as to why people are doing things, think about the incentives, and usually you'll figure it out. It's been very eye-opening for me. All right, now we're going to get into the actual Marketing Monday, and the Marketing Monday today is a good one. the most expensive ads of all time. These are the 10 most expensive ads ever created. They all are above $5 million just to make. Not even to place on TV or on billboards or wherever. It's just to make. Most of them were made for the Super Bowl, and some of them we've already watched. If you're a die-hard Marketing Monday fan, you've seen some of these ads. But we're going to watch them again with a new lens because we didn't know how much they cost. Now we know how much they cost, and we're going to see if are they worth it. Was it worth this extra money? Because you could shoot a very cheap ad that has amazing viral potential. Some ads were shot for 20 grand, 15, 20 grand or less. And they went absolutely viral, did huge numbers, were incredible. And some ads are incredibly expensive and worthless. So we want to see if these 10 ads lived up to the hype of their expensive pedigree. So let's start with this 2014 ad by Microsoft, the most valuable company in the world, called Empowering. This was from the Super Bowl in 2014. Empowering, number 10.
What is technology? What can it do?
When I lost my eyes.
Wait, sorry. Fuck. The wrong scene. All right, reset. What is technology? What can it do? All right, restart. Most expensive ad of all time. Microsoft Empowering.
What is technology? What can it do?
What is technology? I clearly don't know.
When I lost my eyesight, I thought that my painting days were over.
How far can we go?
By using your hands, you can actually control your x-ray.
Technology has the power to unite us.
Hang on, honey. Hang on.
There he is. You see him?
I can see him.
It inspires us. Technology has taken us places we've only dreamed.
Now I can do whatever I want.
It gives hope to the hopeless.
So your device is on. Can you hear me talking?
And it has given voice to the voiceless.
Okay. My first thought is, how the fuck did that cost $5 million? Where did the money go? I guess they must have had an expensive director. Let me check my notes here. Oh, well, okay. The ad stars former NFL player Steve Gleason of the New Orleans Saints, and that cost money. Maybe the Stephen Hawking voice. Was he alive in 2014? Was that actually him? He was? Okay. I forgot when he passed. Then yes, that was probably it. A huge amount of that was probably just the fucking NFL player and Stephen Hawking. Well, listen, I don't know. What do you guys think on this ad? Listen, I think it's bad. I'm going to say it. I think it's a bad ad because it literally is one of those ads you completely do not associate with Microsoft at all. It's not a product-based ad. Now, not every ad has to be for a specific product. That's supposed to be like a branding ad where it's like they want to associate Microsoft with technology for the betterment of humanity. But the problem was it wasn't Stephen Hawking. Oh, it was just his voice. Okay, great. Well, there you go. I thought it was a Google ad. Yeah, I that's the problem is I don't think you walk away with their intended effect. Was it moving on its own? Like, if it was part of like a documentary on technology, I would be moved. I like seeing some of the footage they had in there, but I think as an ad, I don't think you watch that and walk away thinking, yeah, Microsoft's really making a difference. I don't think you think better about their brand. I don't think they associated their company or brand or products or anything with it at all. So, I felt like it was ineffective on that front. And that's a lot of money to spend to not get really any brand takeaway. I think most people that watched it would not walk away even knowing what brand it was for. Did you see the Kinect? Yeah, I saw there was a Kinect in it, but like they flashed it for 1 second. I think you gotta tie it a little bit more. I think Google's really good about this. Google does ads like this a lot. Google has a lot of ads that are like not really about a specific product, but they'll just show like fun life moments or inspiring things, and they'll tie their product in really closely. They'll show someone using Gmail, or there's a great one they did. There's a great Google ad. I think I can find it actually. Google email ad. Where's the Gmail? Gmail daughter ad. The Dear Sophie ad.
Today? Huh?
YouTube? So that's a very critically acclaimed ad, and I think it's a much better ad. Also, it's probably way cheaper. This ad was cheaper, better. You could tell it was Google the whole way through. A little more emotionally resonant. You know what I'm saying? This is like what I think the other ad was trying to do and sort of fell short. So that's my example of how you could do it for less money, and I think Microsoft missed the mark on this one. So I'm gonna give it a thumbs down for the price tag of $5 million plus Microsoft empowering. But let's go to the next one. Kia's The Truth ad, also from 2014. This one cost $8 million. $8 million by Kia. Oh no. Okay, here it is. Give me those hamsters, please. No, it's not. I hope it's not.
Let me tell you why you're here. It is the world of luxury that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
We just want to get our car.
Take the blue key, you go back to the luxury you know. You take the red key.
Okay, I can already tell where the money came from. They literally got Lawrence Fishburne to play his character from The Matrix. By the way, The Matrix came out in 1999. This commercial's from 2014. This is such a dated reference by the time they...
And you'll never look at luxury the same again.
This is unreal.
No, it's very real. This is what luxury looks like.
This is what it feels like. And this is what it sounds like.
Nessun dorma, nessun dorma, ma il mio mistero è chiuso in me.
What?
Il nome mio nessun saprà. Vincerò.
What? What the fuck was that? How the fuck are you even supposed to remember Kia after that? What a fucking wild... Why did they go through all the effort of like having him be exactly like the Matrix and have all these I feel like they fucking abandoned ship. I feel like they had this whole set up to do a Matrix parody. The red spoon, red dress, the agents and the thing. And they were like, wait a minute, this is kind of boring. What if we just have him sing? I think they literally just had to fucking add that at the last minute to fucking try to save the ad. Because it makes no sense. Morpheus never sang. It wasn't like a character trait. I don't know why they fucking thought it could... It's so random. It's also, I don't know, just depressing to see an actor take the... I don't blame him for taking the bag, but it's like, this is an iconic role, and now you're just like do you take the red key or the blue key for great luxury in a Kia? You know what I'm saying? It's like, seeing this really based in red keyed. Based and red keyed. Yeah, I mean, again, get your money, but I gotta say this ad's bad. I hate to be overly critical here, but how is this ad? It's so the whole concept is tone deaf because it's so delayed. And then there's nothing clever about it, really. And then they just throw in this random singing scene with no... What do the comments got to say? Let's see. I loved it from Amy. Wow, great advertise. I like it so much. These are paid. It says 24,000 views. Again, this is what... They fucking are just paying for this shit. You know, this happens all the time. If you... do an expensive marketing campaign, you have to set aside some of that budget for fucking... That's what people do all the time on Twitch. Like, for example, when you see like Nickelodeon and those guys stream on Twitch, they will pay for Twitch's legal view bots. Twitch has basically legal view bots they sell to big companies where they embed your stream in a bunch of curse pages and like WoW wikis so you get enough views. That's why you'll always see like these big dead chats in like these big sponsored streams, because they're legally view botting. Because it's just if you're an executive for marketing and you spend money on this new campaign, you need the metrics to be good, so you'll pay extra to like get the comments or whatever. We just want to get our car. Alex Prime here apparently wanted to get a Kia, got delayed, and started. I'm going to tell him in the YouTube comments. I'm going to tell him on this fucking Morpheus YouTube ad that I just want my car, okay? I don't know why you're doing... Anyway, VJ liked it. That's ad number 2, and I'm going to give that... I mean, I think it's got Kia in it, so I think it's better than the last one, but it was... odd. It was odd. And the reason it was so expensive is clear. They had to get Lawrence Fishburne and the rights to his Matrix character. That was all way too close to be to avoid working in some way with WB. So, and the opera rights. See the Parvati vocals. Yeah. So again, all that added up to about $8 million that I think was poorly spent. But let's go to number 8 and see if it's any better. This one is by Jaguar. We've actually watched this one if you're a diehard Marketing Monday head. It's called British Villains. And this one also cost $8 million. British Villains. The 8th most expensive ad of all time.
Have you ever noticed how in Hollywood movies all the villains are played by Brits?
Maybe we just sound right.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you, Mary.
We're more focused. More precise.
Loki!
We're always one step ahead.
With a certain style, an eye for detail.
And we're obsessed by power.
I can tell this is expensive.
Stiff upper lip is key.
And we all drive Jaguars.
Oh, yes. It's good to be bad.
I've talked about this ad before. Listen, opinions are differing. I like it. I think it's a good ad. Let me tell you a couple reasons why. Number one, they at least you can see where the money went. Okay? That is not an ad you watch and go, how did they spend $8 million on that? It's very obvious. It has high-end cinematography shots. It has stunts. It has 3 high A-list, like top-tier actors. And the second reason I like it is because they very, very tied it back to the product, especially at the end. It seems a little on the nose or not subtle enough to have them say, and they all drive Jaguars at the end. I think it's necessary. I think you need to have something like that to tie it back to a Jag ad. I think the goal of a high-end luxury car like a Jag is to associate itself with that element of sophistication, of class, of worldliness. I think they picked the right actors for it. I think they did a good job. Listen, I'm not really in the market for a Jag, but if you're the type of person who might have that income and might be attracted to that type of lifestyle, I think that ad is up your alley. Again, I think they're targeting a very specific type of person. And if you are that person, I think that ad hits you. And again, the ad looks expensive, right? The ad looks and feels expensive. It feels high end. It feels luxury. I think they get across everything they want to get across in that ad. Did it need to be that expensive? I don't know. But I think if it looked any cheaper, it would really undercut what they were going for. So that one I give my tentative first thumbs up. I've given that ad a positive review before, and I'm going to stick to it. Upon rewatch, it's good. It's got a solid concept that follows through. Could have done with some Morpheus opera, though. Imagine Morpheus just busts in halfway through and starts singing. Jaguar equals villains. Got it. I don't think you did get it. I think you completely misunderstood it. And do you think that no one ever identifies with the, like, do you think people aren't fans of Tom Hiddleston's Loki, even though he's the villain? Oh, he's the bad guy. I can never be a fan of him. I can never think he's cool. There's no girls that are attracted to him because he's a villain. Of course. Fucking idiot. Okay. Anyway, next ad. Or guys. Let's see. So you relate to Darth Sidious. That would have been such a funny fourth villain. It's fucking Ben Kingsley in a suit. Tom Hiddleston in a fucking helicopter drinking tea, and then fucking Darth Sidious. Feels a little out of place. That's funny. Okay. That was number 8. Let's go to number 7. Man, it's hot in here. I need let me turn on my AC real quick. I'm sweating. Holy moly, it's hot. It is fucking hot in here. All right. Let's see. Number 7. Oh, here we go. Now, if there's one company I've made fun of for way overspending on ads and celebrities in ads, could you guys guess? Is there any marketing minded that could guess? Pepsi. Yeah, you got it. I appreciate it. You guys have been watching. Yeah, it's Pepsi. It's 100% Pepsi. Pepsi has a long, like decades-long culture of just blowing money on celebrities for terrible ads. And this one, we'll see if it's an exception. This is the Joy of Pepsi from 2001, where they spent over $8 million, $8.1 million, which, by the way, with inflation is probably 10 plus million now. So let's see. The Joy of Pepsi, 2001. Let's see it.
The ride, don't need a reason why. Everything's alright. The world goes round and round, but some things never change.
Easy boy.
Okay. I'm going to give you a insanely unexpected take here. That's probably their best one. That's probably their best one they've done of celebrity. I mean, it has the same problems of all their other ads where it's just, it's more just like, hey, look at this celebrity you like, and here's a Pepsi. And there's no, but here's the deal. I looked into it, and this ad was actually pretty effective. because in 2001, Britney Spears was at the absolute height of her power. Britney Spears was not just like famous in 2001, okay? She was like fucking absolutely iconic, incredibly influential, #1 pop star in the world. It didn't, if you guys don't know, the guy at the end was Senator Bob Dole with his dog. I don't know why that was included. If you, that was that makes no fucking sense. But listen, this ad is not, listen, they've had some really bad ones. I think the one they just did with what was that Christmas one we watched with Cardi B? God, that was a terrible ad. They've had some real stinkers. That one, I think because it was so simple. Britney Spears is famous and hot and cool. And she likes Pepsi. Let's have her dance and look goofy. And everyone, that's all they did. That's all they did, and it got simpler. So, listen, as far as ads go, I don't think I can knock that one too hard. And as far as I could tell, I looked into it. It was effective. It was one of their most effective. It had a big cultural impact. They ran this ad everywhere for a very long time. Like, they kept this ad going for a long time. I don't know why Bob Dole was in it. But it was $8.1 million. Tucker Carlson once asked Britney what her favorite Pepsi was as a gotcha question. What a stupid fucking question. Did she fail it? She could just say, I like default Pepsi. Yeah, and most of that money went to Britney, obviously, for the rights. To get her in it and to do the dance and to say the joy of Pepsi. But for me, as far as like completely compare that commercial and the fucking Kendall Jenner commercial from Pepsi. Compare the two. Which one? One of them is outright offensive. You know what I'm saying? One of them is like absolutely stupid and terrible. This one is not. This one is very, it's so straightforward with like direct celebrity marketing that it really just hinges on the power of Britney, and Britney was very powerful at the time. So I think it works. Yeah, actually the money went to her dad probably. Actually, good point. Good point. Britney probably didn't see a fucking dime of that money in the Pepsi ad. The Kendall one's iconic, but the Kendall one is not selling Pepsis, I'll tell you that. This one sold Pepsis. So for that, I will give it a thumb angled slightly up. All right? For the Pepsi standards, that's the thumbs up. I've seen way worse Pepsi ads that they spend a lot of money on. This is a thumbs up for me. Thumb slightly up on a larger scale. Let's go to the next one. This one's for Carlton Drought, which is a beer brand that I haven't really heard of. Carlton Drought. And they spent $9 million on this. It's the sixth. It's an Aussie brand. Okay. It's an Aussie beer brand from 2008. They spent $9 million on this ad. Let's see what they got for it. Right off the bat, it says you must be over 18 to view this advertisement. So chat, we had a good run. I had a lot of viewers today. I'm happy about it, but you guys got to get out. The fucking 8 of you that can watch this still, stick around. Who dat just turned 18? All right, let's find out.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Carlton Drought Halftime Spectacular.
Oh. Oh my God. Okay.
people looking at this one? No, congratulations. But it's every
Of the Sky Trip, celebrating what anyone would agree is a tour de force of halftime entertainment.
Wouldn't make me buy it.
Sorry.
Damn! That was a great ad! Hey, Australia, represent! That was a great ad. I was genuinely funny. I love the grumpy wouldn't make me buy it guy. This is how internet commentators sound on every marketing. Funny ad. I mean, they mixed the practical effects with the CGI. Yeah, I mean, it turned out great. I don't know. I think it has genuine shock value. It's memorable. The product is featured massively, but in a way that feels authentic. You're not confused as to what it's for. Yeah, I thought it was great. I thought it was really good. It's a well-made ad. You should be proud of this. Whoever made this, whatever agency made this, should feel like they fucking crushed it. This is a great ad. Probably ran for. It didn't have Morpheus singing, which a bit of a knock. I dock a couple points because Morpheus never sang at one point, but outside of that, king shit. Thumbs up. Full on 2 thumbs up. Great ad. Best ad I've seen so far and worth the money for sure. It's probably ran for a long time. People that were Australian in my chat were already saying it was iconic. They've heard of this ad, so I'm not. I think I've watched the big ad in a separate. We'll watch it a different time. I'm not gonna watch it right now, but we will watch it some other time. Let's continue. Carls and Drought already got a thumbs up. They don't need another thumbs up. Let's see who's next. Number 5, Bud Light. One of the biggest marketing spenders of all time, the Budweiser Corporation, spent a whopping $12 million on this ad. Up for whatever. Up for whatever. A 3-minute long ad. Let's see if it was worth $12 million.
All right, he's alone. Now send her in.
Hey.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm Kelly.
Ian.
Ian?
Ian. Pleasure to meet you.
If I give this to you, are you up for whatever happens next?
3 seconds ago, we gave Ian Rappaport a Bud Light and a choice. Ian is not an actor. He has no idea what's going to happen next.
I think I could do that. All right, he's in the limo, Reggie. That's you. How are you?
What's your name?
Ian Rappaport. Ian Rappaport. Ian. Oh.
That Reggie Watts.
Great. The limo's pulling up. Rebecca, can you hear me?
I hope I don't mess it up. Hey. Hi. Ian.
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Definitely know who you are.
We need a coat for Ian.
It's pretty awesome
This looks
being
great.
styled by Minka Kelly tonight.
I wish I could come with you.
I know. I wish you can too.
Bye, guys.
Minka, that was awesome.
Joe. Good evening.
Don Cheadle?
Hello, Lily.
Hey!
With a llama.
Come on, it's Lily. Lily.
Hey, Don. How are you?
Hey, how's it going?
Nice to see you. Are we wearing the same coat?
Yeah, nice jacket.
Stand by. ACAP.
Open the door.
Door.
Okay, I gotta pause for 1 second. How stupid? There's either they think we're stupid or this guy is, because nope. How could this? What? This just thinks Don Cheadle and a llama happened to walk in a fucking elevator full of cameras. Everyone's holding a Bud Light logo out. There's no shot. He's not acutely aware that it's a commercial set at every moment. It's not real people, not actors. Nobody's confused. Wow, this night's getting really crazy. Lady who handed me a Bud Light out of nowhere.
Twins?
Yes.
This is a bizarre night. Take care of you. Everyone here is a twin? My mind is blown. They're on their way down.
Prepare to be crushed in tiny tennis.
Okay, let's see the arms. You all look all pumped up. Very good. Just give me 5 push-ups. 2. I knew it. Bring it up. And they're beautiful girls, huh?
Yeah. And you just happen to be playing. You just happen to be playing in an underground ping pong dojo with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and the tally marks are Bud Light cans.
And they're beautiful girls, huh? Don't be shy when it comes to counting for me. You can do better than that. Come on. Ready, my little man here? It's not a bad shot for my little princess.
Bud Light, the perfect beer for when you somehow find yourself in a limo with Reggie Watts and some bachelorettes, then get styled by Minka Kelly before Don Cheadle, a llama named Lily, and the identical twin of the girl you just met take you to a party where you defeat Arnold Schwarzenegger in a sudden death ping pong match that puts you on stage with One Republic. Bud Light, the perfect beer for whatever happens.
This did actually happen to me. I forgot about this. I forgot about this. This is actually so relatable. Yeah. It was last time I had a Bud Light. But the problem is I must have got the budget version, you know? Because it wasn't a limo, it was an Uber pool. The girl didn't really like me. Arnold wasn't there. It was like a stand-in who was a lot chubbier and not as into the jokes. Like, it was fun. It was still a wild night. But like they definitely like toned it down. And then I still got One Republic because they only have one fucking hit, so they were cheap. It was still the same band at the end. But they looked a little fucking downtrodden, you know? Like worse for the wear. But not bad all in. Weird ad. I don't know. I mean, I get what they're going for. It's once you get to the end, I realized I thought they were trying to really lean into the whole real people not actors thing, but it's not. It's just like a joke, I guess, one long joke. Yeah, the concept's fine. I don't know. It felt a little cheesy. It's tough for me to say. You could do this much cheaper. Well, I think the celebrities are part of it, and the celebrities are probably where all the money went. It would be. I think this ad would be cool if they, actually did it. Like if they actually. The problem is they can't because it's so expensive to get like 5 minutes of Arnold's time that you can't just hope that the guy you get for the random take is gonna work. I think it would be better if it was if they actually got a random person and made their fucking night go crazy and then, started it with the Bud Light. I think that would be cool. This ad would be a perfect ad to include Morpheus singing, by the way. That would be appropriate for this ad because that would be a weird night. If you drank a Bud Light and then got in a car and then Morpheus was singing, you'd be like, wow, the night's taking me to weird places. That would be perfect. It would make way more sense than the Kia. Imagine if they sucked. So that's what I'm worried about, because I've done an ad. So for example, we've done some TikTok ads for back to school for NVIDIA, and they were like man on the street ads. So it was like getting a person to getting like a TikTok influencer to find a random person on the street and ask them really easy questions. The concept was the world's easiest test, because picking a GeForce laptop for school is a no-brainer. It's you're sick of hard tests, is an easy one. And they would ask them questions like, do you think you're ever going to want to play a game on your laptop? Well, then you want a laptop with a GPU is the idea. So it's like that. But the problem is, if you're paying for these influencers' time and they go out and find somebody and that person is not excited when they win a laptop, well, then it's a wasted shoot. If you pay X amount of dollars to an influencer and they find a person and then they ask them the question and then they win a free laptop, the person should be excited and go, oh, thanks. But if they're just like, cool, then it's a wasted shoot. Do you know what I'm saying? So Bud Light, and this is a much smaller scale than what Bud Light's doing here. If Bud Light tried to do this with a real person and that person was bad, then they've wasted that whole fucking night of cameraman setup, producers, celebrities. You know? So they need them to react hard, and that means they have to fake it. They could investigate the person before. Yeah, I mean, the more you investigate, the more you end up just picking someone who's like an actor or like a sort of an actor. You know, it's tough. It's tough to do it right. You think the person obviously knew. Everyone in this production knew from the beginning what was going on. They were filming it. So just an interesting concept that I've run into in my real line of work. How much was this ad? 12 million, I think. That ad was $12 million. And it's the 5th most expensive ad of all time. And a lot of that must have gone to Arnold, for sure. Don Cheadle, Arnold, Reggie Watts. That's pretty expensive. But I do get the concept of wish fulfillment. It's all right. It's all right. All right. Speaking of $12 million ads, this is a $12.1 million ad, slightly more expensive, from Chrysler. And this is an ad we've actually seen before, and it features one Marshall Mathers. This is the 4th most expensive ad of all time.
I got a question for you. What does this city know about luxury? Huh? What does a town that's been to hell and back know about the finer things in life? Well, I'll tell you. More than most. You see, it's the hottest fires that make the hardest steel. Add hard work and conviction, and the know-how that runs generations deep in every last one of us. That's who we are. That's our story. Now, it's probably not the one you've been reading in papers. The one being written by folks who've never even been here and don't know what we're capable of. Because when it comes to luxury, it's as much about where it's from as who it's for. Now, we're from America, but this isn't New York City, or the Windy City, or Sin City, and we're certainly no one's Emerald City.
the Motor City. And this is what we do.
So last time I talked about this, I had a lot of problems with this line because it. I wanted to know what is that we're doing. You know, it's just so weird for him to stroll up to an empty theater with a choir that's going that bows their heads to him, and then he turns to camera and says, "This is what we do." Like, is this what is this? What are you doing? So that is what I said before, and I'm going to stick to my guns here. Listen, what I've heard from further research is that this ad obviously is very popular in Michigan. And I think that makes sense. I think the problem here is that this ad is very isolating to the rest of the country, and it's a Super Bowl ad. So it's like you're not selling these cars in Detroit. You're selling these cars across the country, if not globally, and you spend half the ad like kind of insulting other cities. And then Eminem comes out of nowhere and says a weird line that it doesn't make a lot of sense. And the first half is very pro Detroit, which obviously you'll love if you're from Detroit. It just doesn't feel like it's I don't think anyone's like thinking, "Oh yeah, you know what? Detroit is awesome." If you're not from there. And also like they make a big point of saying like people that have never even been here. And it's like, bro, most people haven't. Most people who you want to sell these cars to have not been there. Let's not be so derogatory. People aren't going to fucking tourism to Detroit. So, yeah, I just think it's also long. Bro, this is a long build up to get to Eminem that you spent a lot of money for. So, I'm going to have to call this ad mid to bad. But if you're in Detroit, if you're in Michigan, this ad probably banged. It just talks you up for a minute and a half. And then Eminem says, "This is what we do." By the way, show of hands. Everyone in Detroit, do you spend most of your time hanging out in abandoned theaters? In front of choirs? Is that like... Can I get a confirmation? I just want to make sure Eminem's right or wrong about what you do. Yes? Okay. All right. Well, okay. He's right then. This is what we do. Unironically, yes. Almost all the time. Okay, great. I trust him. All right, so that's what I'm at. Again, this is not a thumbs down. This is more like a leaning towards. But I like the tagline "imported from Detroit." They're trying to make American cars seem more luxury and seem, it's not like just, oh, it's an American car. It's like it's imported from Detroit. It's a different era, different area. We have a little bit more fucking sophistication. We have history, we have legacy. I get it. I just think it feels a little awkward in spots and misses the mark. But overall, not too bad. And the money, I guess, went all to Eminem, who just doesn't do very much stuff. So he probably took a fuck ton of money to get out of his house. My understanding is that Eminem does like... anything that requires Eminem to leave his house is incredibly hard to do. He is very incentivized to never, ever leave his home. So this was probably quite expensive. We're now down to the top three. The top three most expensive ads of all time. Get ready. Get ready. Let's get to the big ones. This is where the money starts to get really intense. This is where it starts to get real fucking expensive. Number 3, Aviva, British insurance company, Norwich Union, this is an insurance company, changed their name to Aviva in 2008, and they wanted to announce it with a bang. Who? By the way, before I get into it, I'm already a little... They describe this ad, let me say the tagline. The tagline for this, or the description for this ad is, when British insurance company Norwich Union changed its name to Aviva in 2008, they wanted people to notice. Why? You're an insurance company, bro. Fucking relax. And we didn't. But, all right. So, they spent over $13.4 million on this ad to make sure you know their new name is Aviva. Let's see if we do. Oh my God, this ad is blocked in my region. I really want to watch this. And it's blocked in my region. If only I had NordVPN. All right, this is... I guess this is it. Yeah, okay. Here it is. The quality is not as good, though. Oh, my God. This is 144p? That's not going to help your votes, Aviva. Fuck. Ludwig Nord. You know I made that emote? Because me and Stans did the Ludwig Nord deal. And I had the idea of selling the emote slot. By the way, another genius marketing move. I think other people are doing it now. I think I was the first person to do that. Because I was like, bro, wait a minute. For marketing value, people are going to... The most thing you're going to get is the emote slot. You're going to see it way more often. People will spam it for fun. And then you can tell the people you sold it to that their logo is getting seen 1 million times. And so we made the Nord emote icon, which I made in Photoshop in like fucking 2 seconds. It doesn't look that great. That's why it's pretty scuffed. I think I cut it out of Google Images. But I think it's a fucking genius plan. I think more people should do that. Sell your emote slots. I'm trying to find this fucking ad. And if I don't find it now, we're going to do... Oh, this could be it. Maybe? God, it's all terrible quality. But we're going to try this one. All right, we're going to try this one. Aviva.
I am not a customer reference number.
Oh, someone's got a link. Someone might has a better link. I'm checking it out. No, this is the one I already looked at. It's fucking... All right, we're going to watch it, but it's the bad quality. All right, here we go. Aviva. Names.
It's undoubtedly Parkling's week of the year.
Would any of this have happened to me if it had still been Richard Starkey?
Here's Alice Cooper.
Now is it my body?
Who ever heard of a glam rock star called Vincent Fournier?
Edna was a shy, retiring little thing. Dame Edna is much more me, don't you think?
He's a New York cop.
You aiming for those people? No.
With a nose for trouble.
Would Walter Willis have got to play the leading man?
Sometimes a change of name
It's more than a change of name.
Sometimes it's a chance to show the world
Who you've always wanted to be.
What a fucking terrible ad. Oh, what a terrible fucking ad. What a waste of money. No one cares. Most importantly, nobody in your fucking ad. Bruce Willis looks like he could not give two shits. He can't wait to get off set. Every single person in this ad looks like they cannot fucking wait to be done with it. Give me the paycheck insurance company. I will be gone. What a terrible ad. Bad casting. Bad fucking concept. The core concept is like, these are celebrities who changed their name, so we're changing our name too. Oh my God. Tell people why they should care about your company, dude. This is so up your own ass. At the end of the day, no one gives a fuck what your insurance company is called. Tell us what you do. Tell us how you're going to save me money. And by the way, Norwich Union, yeah, it probably is a better name because you kind of want to like, for an insurance company, you're not looking for, Aviva sounds like a fucking drug. Aviva sounds like a fucking erectile dysfunction pill. You want to sound like you've got some kind of legacy and you're going to be stable with your money. This sounds more stable. I want it to sound like a bank where I'm putting my money. Either way, whether the name is good or bad is irrelevant because you need to fucking tell us about your fucking product. Geico would never do this. Geico always reinforces that you can save money by switching to Geico because they're thinking about the consumer's benefit. This is all about your benefit. And you just got a bunch of celebrities. Oh, this is a really bad ad, I think. It doesn't help that it's in fucking 180p, but I just can't I can't walk away with this ad. It's a big thumbs down. And it's so expensive. What an obscenely expensive ad that you could have got across in way less time with way less money. That was the third most expensive ad of all time, 2008. And at the time was considered the most expensive ad of all time, I think, based on inflation now. So really, really expensive. I don't know why they thought, let's break records on this fucking terrible ad. Good night, Neg Neg. This was from 2008. By the way, an insurance company, like in the height of the fucking recession, doing an over-the-top expensive ad promoting their name change? Is that fucking massively tone deaf? Oh, they're bankrupt now? Wait, are they? Aviva bankrupt. They are! They're in a bankruptcy suit! How fucking appropriate. How fucking appropriate for people that mismanage their money that badly. What a terrible fucking company. That's really funny. Aviva Life Insurance faces insolvency. That's super fucking funny. All right. Well, that's great. That makes that bad ad even more confirmed worse. But we have to get to the top two here. I was $13.4 million in 2008. So adjusted for inflation, even higher. Number two. Now, our last beer ad by Carlton Drought was pretty good. Let's see if this one matches up. This is a Guinness ad called Tipping Point from 2007 that cost $16 million in 2007. So let's see. Tipping Point from Guinness. Oh, yeah. I forgot about the Bud Light ad. That Bud Light ad was so forgettable. I already forgot we've had two beer ads. The Carlton Drought one, it's in my head. Or draft, I'm sorry. Yeah. That's a better ad. Okay, here we go. Guinness, Tipping Point, $60 million. What? Pause. I'm going to see if I can get a better quality because I think this ad's actually starting off to a good start, but it's 360p. I'm going to just see if I can get a better quality. If not, we'll watch the rest of it. I'm kind of interested, and it seems like a... Is there a higher quality anywhere? I found worse quality, if that helps. I found way worse. No, there's no better quality. Sorry, we're going to have to use this one. It's not bad, but it could be better. I found 160p instead of 320. All right, back. We'll rewind it a little bit when he first hit the dominoes. Okay. Yeah, it was 2007, so. This was actually done, like not CGI. My understanding was it was practical. I made a huge fucking mess. Oh my god. They just destroy a village? Okay. Oh. Listen, the stunt is cool, and I assume when you see it in higher quality, it's even more intriguing. Doesn't really have anything to do with beer, and the ending reveal is, you know, it's okay. Why does good things come to those who wait have anything to do with Guinness beer? Do you have to wait to get Guinness beer? I don't know. I feel like the core concept was interesting, visually interesting. You know, I'm not bored halfway through. I kind of want to see what happens. But they got to put beer in there somewhere. Why wouldn't they make this during like a parade where everyone's drinking Guinness beer? Why is it like, I don't know. Why are they associating Guinness beer with like this impoverished village anyway? That's destroyed. You know, I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I think this was a big waste of money. There's not even a celebrity in it. This cost $13+ million, probably for 1 million reshoots and a lot of setup. And this cost $16 million. $16 million. I mean, look, there's a similar example of this. Where's the Kia ad? Kia, no, is it a Kia ad? I think it might be Toyota. Wait. No, it's Honda. So bad. But this ad from Honda. Get to it. So this ad won a lot of awards and is I think was before that ad. So I think Guinness might have even copied I don't know, some part of this ad. But this ad was better because it uses every part of a Honda car in like a Rube Goldberg machine that leads to a fully fledged Honda car at the end. Now, again, I still think this ad needs to do more to show like why Honda is different from another car. At the end of the day, this is just a cool project that could apply to any car, which is why I don't think it's that effective. But it's a very cool ad. Spoilers. I'm spoiling that a Honda car appears. I'm sorry. But the fact that it was real and all practical is also badass. And what's more impressive about this ad is that it was done practically all in one take. They had to keep trying until they got it right. But if you watch that last ad, it was obvious that it fucked up many times because there was so many cuts. There was so many cuts where they clearly had to restart the fucking domino chain. This is how a Honda gets made. This is how every Honda is made, yeah.
Isn't it nice when things just work?
I mean, it's funny that ironic being the 607th take that it didn't just work, did it? It took 607 tries and finicky setup. But yeah, I mean, like, that's a better ad. And I don't even think that ad is, I think that ad has flaws, but I think that ad, you know, it won a bunch of awards. It did better. It was also prior to this ad. So I think that Guinness ad, I'm going to say bad. Didn't really make a lot of sense. Didn't make sense on branding. And had way too many cuts. But now that leaves us with one more ad. The number one ad by a long shot. The next ad is by far the most expensive ad ever made. And it's not close. The next ad is more than the previous two, the Aviva Names ad and the Guinness Tipping Point ad combined. It cost a whopping $33+ million. That is the budget of many small movies. $33 million just to film the commercial. And then later they had to actually spend more money to put it on TV and place it. I'm talking, of course, about The Film by Chanel. Let's watch The Film. And again, all of us in chat are the prime target audience for Chanel. In what year? I will tell you what year. It was 2006 or 5? 2004. $33 million in 2004. So this is closer to $50 million spent on a fucking commercial. Let's see how this goes. I just want to make sure I have the highest quality version. I think this is it. Here it is. I got it. Oh, great. I found a much better version. All right. There we go. Chanel number 5, The Film. Someone just found the inflation adjusted number. $47 million for this ad. $47 million. Adjusted for inflation.
When did I wake into this dream? I must have been the only person in the world.
Red Bull was not a commercial, you fucking idiots. Please stop spamming. We've already talked about it on a different fucking feature. I'm gonna have to reset. I can't. I hate fucking spammers, dude. I hate them. God, so fucking peanut walnut brained. God damn.
Into this dream.
I get stun locked by.
I must have been the only person in the world who didn't know
Nicole Kidman kidnapped?
My world would never be the same again.
Drive.
When she came into my life.
It's beautiful up here. Everything seems so peaceful.
Who are you?
I'm a dancer. I love to dance.
It didn't matter. I knew who she was. To me. Come away with me.
I love you.
You must be there tomorrow.
I don't care about tomorrow.
It's the right thing to do.
No one can steal our dream. No one. Goodbye.
And then she was gone. Has she forgotten? I know. I will not. Her kiss. Her smile. Her perfume.
That was $50 million. Now, I know that all of us are going to be wearing Chanel No. 5 perfume after this, but I broke into tears. I will never be the same man. I am a little confused as to where the fuck that money went. The main things I can find is that it starred Nicole Kidman, obviously very expensive. And they got director Baz Luhrmann, who directed Romeo and Juliet and a couple other things. I mean, he's a famous director. And clearly he went all out on this ad. They were also apparently both at the height of their fame in 2004, so they cost a lot of money. And it was a 3-minute ad. That was the 2-minute cut down. So we actually missed a minute. That was probably what we didn't like it. They actually built New York City for that ad. They didn't want to film in New York because that would be too dirty. So they built a gigantic duplicate on a set. That's what happened. That was the cut down, and that was still 2 minutes long. It includes costumes designed by Carl Lagerfeld, apparently a famous costume production person. They really just went to the fucking best of their craft all around the world and said, we'll overpay you for this ad. This did not premiere to the Super Bowl. Instead, it debuted in movie theaters with the movie Bridget Jones, The Edge of Reason, like a Pixar intro. They put this 3-minute short film at the beginning of the Bridget Jones movie, like a Pixar intro. And apparently this short cost almost as much as the full-length 2-hour film it preceded. Well, there you go. Well, there you go. I don't know. Listen, I think this may have been... Listen, I'm not a great judge of women's perfume ads, right? Maybe in 2004, that is an effective ad for getting you interested. But I think we can all agree that seems like it costs too much. They could have gotten a similar effect for cheaper. In fact, I don't even think it needed to be Nicole Kidman. Moulin Rouge's budget was $50 million. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Listen, I think it had some style. It you know, I don't know. I can't imagine thinking you got your money's worth at the end of that, but it was good, but not 50 million good. Yeah, I think I'm in that camp. I mean, I don't think that ad hurt them. I don't think that people that would be interested in buying Chanel saw that ad and were like, "Oh, I'm not buying it now." I don't think. I think it probably worked to make it seem more luxury and sophisticated and interesting and mysterious. I think it hit, but I just think it's remarkably expensive for that. And I don't think they've done a similar expensive ad since. So, my call is a thumbs down, a bit of a waste of money. And I think we had one takeaway today. It's that most of these ads are pretty big wastes of money. I think if you feel like you have to spend 10, 20, 30 million dollars on your ad, you could probably find a different concept. If the concept for your ad requires you to spend dozens of millions of dollars, maybe just rethink the concept and find a different concept that saves you money. There's got to be a more creative way than trying to bash money down on people's throats. But you decide. Let me know in the comments. That's the end of today's Marketing Monday. Tune in next week for a new Marketing Monday, this one on video games. I have it planned already. Oh, and last thing, tip of the hat to our mates down in Australia who had the one really, truly great ad that was expensive all day. Congrats. Congrats. From British prisoners to beer swilling advertisers. They did it. Good job, Australia. You win today. Shout out to Canada for being too poor to afford even having an ad in the top 10. Better luck next time. Better luck next time, Canada. All right, that's the end of today's Marketing Monday. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think that was a fun return to some ad review. I liked watching those ads. They were interesting. I'm excited for next week's too. I think next week's is going to be pretty good. I like doing gaming-related ones because I'm very close to that. I'm going to rate somebody now. I'm going to go spend some time with Ari. It's 11 o'clock, and I have work tomorrow. Appreciate everybody watching. Thanks for all the subbies. I'll take a couple right now. Scooter Squad, thank you for the 8 months. Plasma, thank you for the prime. Cute Bob. Dean Eden. Ryan, not Brian. Timmy, sad with the gifted. Shaky Bones. Edom Ahan. Huey Wyatt, thank you for the gifties. Adrivian, thank you for the 6 months. Remblob, Stream Spicy, Neg, thank you for the 8 months. Have a great night. Naranu, thank you for the prime. Memory, thank you for the tier 1. Woha, thank you for the prime. Santos, Gamilo, thank you for the prime. And that's the end of my stream tonight. Appreciate you all watching. Let's pass the love on to someone else on Twitch. See who else is live. My boy Toph is live. My boy Jotes is live. Playing some Hitman. T-Pain's live? Let's raid T-Pain. Fuck it. Let's raid T-Pain. Buy you a drink. Does he hate raids? Wait, does he hate raids? It's his 1 year anniversary? All right, well, just don't fuck up his vibes. You don't have to go in there and spam shit. Just say hey or whatever. I don't know. Don't fuck up his vibes. But it's his 1 year anniversary, and I've been listening to T-Pain for a long time. He's still amazingly talented, but I listened to him starting in middle school, man. Like he fucking... Anyway, have a great night. Be nice.